Once upon a time.
Hello, today we're going to talk about trolls. As you probably know, I own the Bridge House of LA located in Alhambra. A lot of people call it the Troll House. And that got me thinking about trolls and doing some research about trolls. The earliest references to trolls go back to Nordic culture and Nordic folklore. Trolls were magical creatures. Some people consider them sort of like fairies or like leprechauns. And they were not exactly nice. It's not that fairies or leprechauns are all nice either. Trolls lived in behind rocks, mountains, and caves. That was the earliest stories of trolls. Later on, trolls got associated with bridges. Now, the development of how trolls got associated with bridges goes back to the fact that the first bridges the first bridge man made was probably a fallen log, right? A fallen log, you cross the fallen log, there's your bridge across the in a little stream. Eventually they made bridges out of wood, but the first stone bridges were considered marvels by people. Because just like battleships were made out of metal, the first iron battleships, people said, well, they'll sink. And we now know that's not a fact, right? You have battleships, aircraft carriers. The first stone bridges, people say the weight of the stones alone, the weight of the stones will cause the bridge to collapse. We know, but if you have the right techniques, obviously the bridges don't collapse. Little children would ask their parents, Mommy, why doesn't this bridge collapse? And they would bring up the story of the trolls and say, well, the stone bridge doesn't collapse because there's a troll underneath there holding up the stone bridge. But you better not cross those bridges because the trolls and the early trolls ate people, right? The early trolls, one of their things was that they would eat people. So they said, stay away from crossing the bridge, and that way you can stay away from the troll. One of the stories that really popularized trolls was the folklore story of Billy Goat's Gruff. And that folklore story, I'll refresh your memory if you've never heard it before, is it's about three billy goats, and they go to cross a bridge. And the first billy goat, which is very small, encounters the troll. The troll says, I'm going to eat you. I'm not going to let you cross my bridge. I'm going to eat you. And the little billy goat says, oh, I'm so small, don't eat me. Wait for my older brother. He's coming soon. He's bigger than me, has a lot more meat on him. Why don't you eat him? The troll thinks about it. Oh, and that's another thing. Trolls were not considered to be the bright. They had a reputation of being a little dim-witted. So as they're strong, strength, but stupidity. That's one of the things the early Nordic trolls had: strength but stupidity. So this troll says, okay, I'm sort of hungry. I'll let you go for your brother. So then the older brother comes, the second brother, and the same thing goes on. He says, the troll says, I'm going to eat you for crossing the bridge. And the billy goat says, oh, don't eat me, my older brother. He's much bigger, much more meat. You should eat him. And the troll says, okay, I'll let you pass. And so he passes. And then the third billy goat comes, and the third billy goat is the oldest of the three, far larger, and he has huge horns. And when the troll tries to stop him, he rams into the troll, knocks the troll off the bridge, and of course in the earliest versions, the troll drowns. And that's the story of Billy Goat's Gruff. And that's also why trolls are associated with bridges, and that brings us to today. The troll you're seeing out you're looking at now is named Bullseye, and as you see, he looks like the more traditional troll, being very strong, maybe dim-witted, I don't know, but that's what Bullseye is. He's more of a traditional troll. The second troll you see here, his name is Paco, and Paco is a smiley troll, a nice troll, and mainly because of DreamWorks and their Trolls franchise, the image of a troll has changed nowadays, right? The image of most people have of trolls has changed basically because of DreamWorks. But even before DreamWorks, there were good trolls, not just bad trolls. The third troll you see here is my own troll. This is DC. And when I bought the bridge house of LA located there in Alhambra, I decided I should have my own unique troll. And so I had this troll here, and this is DC, the troll. And any resemblance to me is just coincidence. I want to thank you again for joining us today. Please like and subscribe.